Want to talk some Heisman?
Yeah, let's talk some Heisman. We got some games involving some Heisman candidates, and we already talked about my wild card Heisman candidate, Jacob Rodriguez. But yeah, let's talk some Heisman.
So, spent a little time crunching some numbers today. I went down a rabbit hole when I saw you put the Heisman on the list here, and I looked at different things. I looked at Vegas odds, and then stats, and then just what you think about these players. So I put together my top 5. You tell me what you think. I got, and I'll explain. I'll give you the list first, and I'll explain why I have people in the order that I do. So right now, I have Diego Pavia as my Heisman winner.
So let's talk a bit about that before we go too far. So Vanderbilt got a big win on Saturday against Auburn. It was actually a really, really good game. Auburn found something on offense between Ashton Daniels at quarterback, who looked great. He threw for 353 yards and had 89 yards rushing. Cam Coleman was, well, he's Cam Coleman. He was finally used and was just making
transfers to Georgia.
Yeah, he was just making insane catches left and right. 10 catches, 143 yards, caught a touchdown, caught a 2-point conversion. Auburn was controlling this game. They were up, and then the Vandy Pavia magic got going. And Pavia just had a great game, man. 377 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 112 on the ground, and a rushing touchdown. So dude was responsible for 489 yards and 4 touchdowns. Ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. And just look at his numbers for the full year. He's got 2,440 pass yards, 613 rushing. So that's a total of 3,053 yards that he's responsible for this year. 21 passing touchdowns, 7 rushing touchdowns. So that's 28 total TDs and only 5 interceptions. So you couple that with the fact that he is the engine that makes that team go, very similar to what you see with like Georgia Tech with Haynes King.
Yeah.
I mean, he's making a very strong case for the Heisman. And honestly, I didn't want him to be first. But the numbers and the games that they've won have just kind of spoke for themselves.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he was the reason that they came back and won this game against Auburn in overtime. Another heartbreaking loss for Auburn. Like
another one.
They fired Freeze, and then they finally come out. They've got this great effort, and and you feel bad because DJ Durkin is a good defensive coach, and he talked about it in the post game. And I think this is something similar to everybody who's fired their coach. He said they are fighting every day just to keep their guys from going in the portal right now. So many people are calling those Auburn guys. And I mean, you joked about it with Cam Coleman, but it's true. Auburn's got talent on that football team, really good talent.
I'm pretty sure Kirby was talking to Cam Coleman after the Georgia-Auburn game.
Well, we recruited the crap out of him too. I mean, we tried to get him to flip. But I'm saying they're fighting it right now and coming out there and putting out their best offensive effort of the whole season when it's DJ Durkin's the defensive coordinator who's coaching. Like that's good signs for Auburn. Yeah. Not saying that they're going to go win some bunch of games or even stand a chance against Alabama, but I think Durkin would not be a bad hire for Auburn. Let me just say that.
The question is, can they retain the talent that they have? Right. Because they have talent on that team.
Right.
All right. So my number 2 Heisman ballot person is Marcel Reed. Like I said, I'm on the Marcel Reed bandwagon again. He has 2,193 yards passing, 378 rushing. So he's at 2,571. So that's, let's call it 500 yards, 400 yards less than Pavia.
Yeah.
He's thrown for 19 touchdowns, ran for 6. So he's responsible for a total of 25. That's really good. but 3 less than Pavia, and he's got 6 interceptions, 1 more than Pavia.
Yeah. I mean, I think the key for him is they keep winning.
They do.
If they keep winning, if they go undefeated, Texas A&M has always been that team of what if, right? They've got the talent, but they fade down the stretch. They just can't get it done. Texas is in the way. They've always been that team.
I would not be shocked if Texas A&M goes undefeated. Marcel Reed will probably win the Heisman because it's typically the best player on the best team.
Yep.
It just is. So if that happens, it's going to be Marcel Reed.
I don't know, though. You've got a couple of really good players on the 2 teams that are ranked above them. Where do those guys fit in your rankings?
Yeah, so that's a good segue.
I know. I set it up.
You did. So at number 3, I have Fernando Mendoza, and I didn't want to be prisoner of the moment. Like, I saw a lot of people on Twitter this weekend after
Gus Johnson on the game call.
Oh my gosh! Did you see my tweet about someone had posted that call of him just like voice cracking, like making a weird noise?
Well, that's Gus Johnson every call, but yeah.
No, I know, but I posted a GIF of Howard Dean doing the yeah, and I said same energy.
Yeah. I mean, he was just like, give him the Heisman. It was great because he had 2 Heisman throws on that final drive, 2 Heisman moments. The one I talked about down the sideline, and then of course the game-winning touchdown. He's been everything you can want out of a transfer quarterback.
Yeah, and he has
fantastic.
very impressive numbers as well. So 2,342 yards passing, 240 rushing. So he's at 2,582. So that's a little bit more than Marcel Reed. And he's responsible for 31 touchdowns, 26 throwing, 5 rushing. That's impressive. That's a lot of touchdowns. Now, granted, they run the score up on a lot of people.
True.
So take that with a grain of salt. But only 5 interceptions for as much as they throw the ball.
Yeah.
And you talked about Heisman moments, and I'm not going to disagree that those could be Heisman moments, but you think of Heisman moments against teams that aren't 3 and 5.
True, but it is Penn State, and it's a team that was preseason ranked, and it's a marquee moment, and it was a game-winning drive.
Oh, I know. I'm not discounting any of that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Heisman moment.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you think about Heisman moments, I mean, the most prototypical Heisman moment that's been replayed a billion times is the Johnny Manziel touchdown against Alabama. I think that is the most Heisman moment there's ever been.
Oh, yeah. Because if anybody's had Heisman moments this year, it's been Gunnar Stockton of anybody, like out of everybody.
Right.
So I got Fernando at 3. He's going to be a strong candidate there. That's another situation. If Indiana wins out, which they probably will, would not be shocked to see him winning that, hoisting that trophy at the end of the year. If they somehow jump Ohio State in the rankings somehow, which I don't see that happening.
Well, if they beat them in that championship game.
But they put the Heisman votes in before the championship games, right?
No.
It's after. So there is a chance.
Remember, what was that running back at Auburn that finished like 3rd in the Heisman because he ran for like 240 yards in the SEC or like 300 yards in the SEC championship against Missouri in 2013? Mason.
Oh yeah, Trey Mason.
Like, that was totally like a reactive one because yeah.
So if they beat Ohio State, that's probably going to be your Heisman.
I mean, I think some voters do put him in before then, but I think they don't have to. I don't think they're due until after the conference championships. So
gotcha. All right. So at number 4, I have Ty Simpson. He's probably the best quarterback on the list, But in terms of best player, most outstanding player, you look at his numbers, 2,461 yards passing. I didn't even include rushing for him because he's not a running quarterback by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
He's got 21 touchdown passes. He does have 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
So let's talk a little bit about
1 interception.
Yeah. Let's talk about Bama, because Bama had a game this weekend that in years past was one of the biggest games of the season every year. They played LSU this weekend. Injury depleted, coaching staff depleted. And I thought Bama would just absolutely destroy him. It didn't turn out that way. I mean, it was a close game. It was a close game that wasn't really close. And the Alabama defense was spectacular in this game. They had 7 sacks. LSU benched Nussmeier, which I'm not sure if he's been that hurt and stuff. I don't know why they didn't go to Van Buren earlier. But for Alabama, I mean, Alabama scored 20 points. Ty Simpson had a solid game, 277 yards, threw a touchdown pass to Ryan Williams, but nothing spectacular, really. But I think the one thing that if you are paying attention to Alabama and you do have a concern for them going potentially into the postseason, the Alabama rushing game is not that good. Ty Simpson leads the way passing the ball, but they do not run the ball that well. They only had 56 yards in this game, and it's kind of been that way all season.
And that's with a healthy Jam Miller.
Right. So if you are looking at outside of the Heisman stuff, but just Alabama's perspectives in the postseason, they are a strong defense. They've got a great, solid quarterback, but the inability to run the ball could bite them. That bit Georgia last year. So it's just something to keep an eye out on. But in terms of Ty Simpson, his Heisman candidacy, he's been a rock solid player back there for them. He distributes the ball well. He's got stars. He uses them well. You can't ask for much more of that out of a quarterback. He's been a great player for them and really helped fit in that DeBoer offense much better than Jalen Milroe did last year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, I think he's the best quarterback out of the bunch.
Yeah.
Probably
He'll probably be the first one drafted in the draft next year.
Yeah. I think it'll come down between him and Mendoza.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah.
And then at number 5, just because I'm a big proponent of players who are their team, Haynes King. No one epitomizes that more than him. He does everything for Georgia Tech.
He is. He's going to die on the field for them. He takes every hit.
Yeah.
He's the running game. He's the passing game. Yeah, he's everything for them. He is the heart and soul of that team. He's played a lot of football, man. He's one of those 5th, 6th year guys that has lots of starts under his belt. He plays solid. If he ever gets hurt, they're done.
Yeah, it's his 6th year. He had 3 years at Texas A&M and 3 years at Tech.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's a solid player. He's great.
1,800 yards passing, 750 rushing, so total 2,642 yards rushing, or total yards. Sorry.
Yeah.
He has only 9 touchdown passes and 14 rushing, so responsible for 23 and only 2 interceptions. So he's been really good with decision making. So
he was like that last year. I think he only had like 2 picks all year last year too.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, but I think for him, the key to potentially win this Heisman is that Georgia game at the end of the year. If he shows out and they can beat Georgia, then he can get to New York. If they don't, then he won't.
It's I think they should at least invite him to New York, even if he's not going to win.
Yeah,
because he is he's exactly what you think about when you think about a guy who is everything for their team and is the best player on the field whenever he plays.
Yeah.
And then on the bubble, Julian Sayin, he's jumped up to a lot of people's number 1 with his completion percentage.
Yeah, he's
but
at almost 81% completion percentage on the season.
which is super impressive, especially considering, you've got probably like the two best receivers in the nation there too.
But he's a first-year starter. I mean, it's not like this is a guy who's a first-year starter, and he's got 23 touchdown passes, only 3 picks, 80% completion.
24.
So 24.
Yep. 24 and 4.
Yeah. So yes, he's got the two best receivers, and he has not been under much pressure this year. But
Yeah, Ohio State has not played anybody this
yeah,
year. I mean,
yeah, Texas first game.
I'll give them Texas, even if Texas was crap in that game.
I mean, the Ohio State offense was crap in that game. Texas was better in that game offensively than they were. But yeah, I mean, I think he mentions it. The defending national championship quarterback, if he stays above that 80% mark and they win the conference championship, he'll be there.
It'd be hard to argue. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got Gunnar Stockton on the bubble. He's thrown for 2,040 yards, ran for 321, so total of 2,361 total yards, 15 touchdown passes, 7 rushing touchdowns, total of 22 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. So he's having a fantastic year.
Yep.
And then you got Jeremiah Smith. I mean, he's honestly the best football player in America.
Yeah.
It's hard to say otherwise. Maybe
him and Jeremiah Love.
That's exactly who I was about to say.
I mean, Jeremiah Love has a good shot to be in New York too. He's by far the best running back in the country,
hands down.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that 90-something yard touchdown run against BC a couple weeks ago. Like, it's phenomenal. But yeah, like I said, you got a good group of candidates, all offensive players. But I will say, if a defensive guy gets there, Texas Tech, Jacob Rodriguez.
I'm here for it.
The campaign has started. They were talking about it. They keep winning. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you love the show, please subscribe. It really helps us out. Please leave a comment too. We've seen an uptick in viewership lately, but we'd love to hear from you. It makes it fun. But until next time, I'm Streit.
I'm Burl.
Go Dogs.